$553.71 billion has been injected into the Atiak Sugar Factory project. But to date, no sugar has come from Atiak. And the citizens are asking, where is the value for our tax money? Honorable Speaker, the government borrowed money in 2021 for Karamoja-Jinja Expressway to improve the connection between Kampala and Jinja cities and to neighboring countries along the northern corridor.
Kampala-Jinja, for the record.
I beg your pardon, I mentioned Kampala, not Karamoja.
Yeah.
It's because I'm seeing some colleagues here from Karamoja. So I got to talk about our good colleagues. The Kampala-Jinja Expressway to improve connection between Kampala and Jinja cities. And to date, Right Honourable Speaker, 0.1% of the borrowed money has been utilized. Consequently, we lose 24,000 man-hours every day due to traffic jams. We borrowed money, 0.1% of that has been utilized. Right Honourable Speaker, let me move on a bit. Let me skip some things since I'm short of time. Let me talk about corruption, which is a malignant cancer that has got to be urgently dealt with and very sternly. Right Honourable Speaker, it is our considered view that there must be firm commitment to effective and efficient service delivery, accountability, and zero tolerance for corruption. Our alternative budget priorities for the financial year 2024-2025 were anchored on the theme fostering resilient communities by combating corruption and promoting efficient service delivery. We were deliberate about this. And our alternative policy direction, and more so, the alternative budget ably articulates our unwavering stance on corruption, which I would like to re-echo very briefly. Uganda established a comprehensive anti-corruption system to combat the pervasive issue of corruption within the country. However, there is lack of commitment to this fight. The country continues to be ranked among the most corrupt in the world. This indicates underlying systemic issues that contribute to the persistence of corruption in our country. Every year, Transparency International disseminates results for the Corruption Perceptions Index. This CPI highlights how different countries score in the fight against corruption. According to Transparency International, its report of 2023, Uganda had a score of 26 out of 100. That's 26%. When ranked by score, Uganda placed 141st out of 180 nations in the index, with the first country having the most honest public sector. You can see where we lie, 141st out of 180. This is a clear indicator, Right Honourable Speaker, of how badly we are doing in our quest to deal with corruption. Right Honourable Speaker, the executive, judiciary and legislature, the same institutions tasked with safeguarding public funds, have been embroiled in a web of corruption. The legislature, which we are part of, is embroiled in corruption allegations that span from the distribution of iron sheets meant for Karamoja, the now infamous budget corruption, payments for war loss compensations to cooperatives, solicitation of funds, to mention a few. According to a report by the Inspectorate of Government titled Cost of Corruption in Uganda, the estimated cost of corruption per year is between 9.1 trillion at the lower end, according to that report, and 20 trillion on the upper end per year. And this is a report of a government entity. This amount represents a significant portion of Uganda's total government revenue and could be saved if corruption were dealt with firmly. The head of state's call for a caution on lifestyle audits is a slap in the face of every Ugandan who is yearning for a brighter future. We hear slogans of crushing corruption, but they are not followed by serious action. Mere words, Right Honourable Speaker, will not save the money that is meant to build schools, educate our children, or provide the much needed service delivery. We need results, not rhetoric. Right Honourable Speaker, for want of time, I'll skip the matter regarding our land sector, the land of Ugandans being grabbed, and it is grabbed by the mighty and powerful, and our people continue to suffer with, for many of them, the only asset which they do have. We must deal with these issues. Let me move to transport sector. Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, our transport sector presents a bleak image characterized by a system that falls short of meeting the fundamental needs of our citizens. This stifles economic progress. Central to the challenges faced by this neglected sector is...
You know, last week when you called me the whip for Katonga, I told colleagues here that since you are an OP, you understand our issues. We are happy that you are a speaker, having gone through our training. We only pray that what is disturbing Uganda, use that position to resolve, including of our grandparents retiring. The issue of retiring, then they can compare notes, as you said, when they are there in retirement. The issue I wanted to bring to your attention, using that window of an OP, Mr. Speaker, we have 36 FDC leaders who were kidnapped from Kenya by ESO and Ugandan military. I don't know whether Uganda simply walks into another country. We had had problems here with Rwanda because Rwanda was accused of coming into Uganda and kidnapping refugees. One of the 36 is actually registered refugee in Kenya. There was no extradition order. They had gone to attend leadership training. They were kidnapped and kicked. And their stories, government will need to listen to them. While they were jointly picked by the army here and Kenya, the Kenyans didn't beat them. They are only teasing them that for them they are chasing you, you go back to your Museveni. But the point is, some of them were seriously beaten. We want government, Mr. Speaker, to tell us under which arrangement did they go to Kenya to kidnap FDC leaders who had gone for leadership training? Why did they beat them? And they should tell us why they, among the 36, because one of the 36 is a refugee who left Uganda, registered with UNHCR as a refugee. So, Mr. Speaker, that is my prayer. I thought we should benefit from having an FDC in the chair to have this matter raised. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So, busy. Attorney General, I think you can, from the words of Honorable Ssemujju.
Honorable Member, I am not aware that any people were abducted. What I know is that 36 people whom you say are from FDC, I don't know, were charged in court for terrorism.
Yes.